independent auditor of the entity. Then we started with SAE 3400, the examination of prospective financial information, which can be given in the form of a forecast or it could be given in the form of a projection. Right? What are the responsibilities of the auditor? Yes. Yes. What are the responsibilities of the auditor in case of examination engagement? To obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence, the best estimate assumptions are? Yes, I'm asking you, what are the responsibilities of the auditor for an examination engagement? Best estimate assumptions are reasonable. Hypothetical assumptions are consistent with the purpose of the information. Third one, all the assumptions have been disclosed, clearly distinguishing whether it is a best estimate assumption or an hypothetical assumption. Then next one, whether the prospective has been properly prepared based on the assumptions. And the last one, yes, and whether it is consistent with the historical financial information. Right. Yes, then after that, what are the considerations for the auditor while accepting the engagement of this examination? We said PINE, P-I-N-E, the period covered, the intended use, the nature of the assumptions, and the elements to be included in the information. What are the examination procedures that you need to perform? Yes, one, knowledge of the client's business, then management's experience, management's competence, and also management bias, then the engagement team experience. Most important part in checking the sources of information underlying the assumptions, and also the stability of the entity's business. What are the points that you will look for in the presentation and disclosure? Yes, presentation and disclosure. Right, one, all assumptions have been disclosed. Second, the accounting policies have been disclosed. Third, any change in the accounting policy during the period for which the prospective is being prepared has been disclosed. That the information is informative and not misleading. Then the date as on which the prospective financial information has been prepared and the basis of establishing the points are reached. Then after that, then again, what type of insurance given in 3400? Again, moderate assurance to be given in the form of a negative assurance. Right. Then after that we came to SAE 3420, and assurance engagement to report on compilation of pro forma financial information included in the prospectus. So what did we say? Unadjusted financial information plus pro forma adjustment is equal to pro forma financial information. What are the considerations while accepting this engagement? Do you have the competence to perform such type of engagement? Then the acceptability of the applicable criteria, then the wording of his opinion. Then the unadjusted financial information, if it has been audited or reviewed, and any modified or emphasis of matter paragraph is there, then its impact on the adjusted financial information, pro forma financial information. Then the historical financial information or the event or transaction has never been audited or reviewed. Then that is we said understanding the entity and its environment, the AFRF, the accounting principles and practices. Right. And then others we talk about the preconditions for an audit type of thing. And okay, all the applicable criteria have been disclosed. Then the responsibility of the responsible party to compile the pro forma financial information in accordance with the applicable criteria and provide with all information, additional information and unrestricted access. Then after that we talk about the procedures. I told you, this question is R raised to 50, the procedures. What was the first point in the procedures? The unadjusted financial information has been taken from an appropriate source. Then the pro forma adjustments are directly attributable, factually supported and consistent with the AFRF. Then the appropriate presentation. Then the applicable criteria, is it consistent and not in conflict with the laws and regulations? And again, whether it is not unlikely to be misleading. Right, so that was the procedures. The first question will be prediction that should come near exams from SAE 3420. And then reporting what type of an assurance is given by the practitioner. Again, reasonable assurance. And okay, whether the pro forma financial information has been compiled in all material aspects by the responsible party in accordance with the applicable criteria. Right. Then after that we came to SRS 4400, engagements to perform agreed upon procedures regarding financial information. And our report in this case is called as the report of actual findings. Neither an audit nor a review, no assurance is being expressed. Ethical requirement, you have to comply, but only independence is voluntary. Right. And in our report starts with we have performed the procedures agreement and the procedure agreed with you. Right. And then we just started with the last one, which is SRS 4410. Yes, what's the title of the standard? Compilation engagements. Right. So as opposed to his auditing expertise with the chartered accountant or the practitioner has been using so far, in case of a compilation engagement, now he is going to use his expertise in accounting and financial reporting. His expertise in accounting and financial reporting is going to be used in case of a compilation engagement. What type of assurance is given in case of a compilation engagement? again, no assurance has been given. So again, this report, what will I write? Neither an audit nor a review, and no opinion is being expressed, neither an audit nor a review. What is the main task in the compilation engagement? To assist the management, and not to assist the management. Right? What is the main task over here? To assist the management in the preparation and the presentation of the financial statements in accordance with an applicable financial reporting framework. And so far we've been doing auditing work, checking work in different names, audit, review, examination or so. So here we have to do the compilation work. Right, what is the title of the report in case of 4410? Accountants Compilation Report. And so what is the title of the report in case of 4410? Accountants Compilation Report. What will we write in our report? First three words, we have compiled. And what we have done? We have compiled. Should you comply with the ethical requirements in case of a compilation engagement? Certainly yes. You need to comply with the ethical requirements. But again, independence is voluntary. Why is independence voluntary in case of a compilation engagement also? Because you're not doing an audit. Wonderful. Because you're not expressing an opinion. So that's why there's no need for the auditor to be independent. Or I should not call him as the auditor now. I should call him as the practitioner. And you're not compiler. What is this? And a person doing audit is auditor, person doing compilation is compiler. No, you can't say that, no. You understand? Right. So this is just a summary. No? Then obviously what will I also write in my report? Okay, we have performed our engagement in accordance with SRS 4410 issued by the ICAI. Right? That is also what we'll write in our report. No? We've performed our engagement in accordance with SRS 4410 issued by the ICAI. Right. So what is the objective of compilation engagement? What is the objective? To assist the management, very important sentence over here, to assist the management in the preparation and presentation of the financial statements in accordance with the AFRF, and then to issue a report. And then he has to issue the accountant's compilation report. Right. Again, three parts of the standard. Can you guess what are the three parts? The acceptance, procedures, and the reporting. But before that, like yesterday at SRE 2400. What was SRE 2400? The first one which we started yesterday, 2400, engagements to review historical financial statements. What is the difference between 2400 and 2410? And a person doing the audit and review are different in case of 2400. And in case of 2410, the person doing the audit and review are the same. Right. So what was the first thing when we studied in 2400 regarding the quality control for review engagement? And we went back to the memories of SUC1, wherein we remember LEHM. And leadership responsibilities, ethical requirements including independence, acceptance and continuance of client relationship, the human resources, the engagement performance and the monitoring. Under engagement performance, we talk about the EQCR, then we talk about the DSR, then we also talk about the engagement documentation, and we also say that you should take consultation for difficult contentious matters, and in case of differences of opinion, the report did not be released till these differences of opinion have been resolved. Right. So now again in this SRS 4410, they are also talking about quality control. See, yesterday the standard which we studied, SRE 2400, that was also revised with effect from 1st April 2016. And the standard which we are studying today also, SRS 4410, even that has been revised. I told you yesterday with effect from 1st April 2016. So now what we are doing in these new review standards or the related services standard, start putting point regarding quality control over there. Because audit के quality control to you have a separate standard SA 220 quality control for an audit of financial statements. But for SRS, SAE, SRE, there is no separate quality control standard. That is why in a standard only they are putting a paragraph for the same. You understand? So first thing which they are talking of over here after the objective is the engagement level quality control. And you again have to remember LEHM. So obviously who is going to be the leader for particular compilation engagement? Is the engagement partner. He is going to be responsible. So the engagement partner. So that is our leadership responsibility. Then after that, the acceptance and continuance of the client relationship. Yesterday, you told him, protect the client due diligence. Right? So the acceptance and continuance. Then the satisfied that the engagement team has the competence and capability to perform the engagement. Right? So that the assignment of the engagement team. Then alert to indication of non-compliance with reference to the ethical requirements. This independence will not come over here. And ethical requirements only will come because independence is voluntary in case of compilation engagement. Then directing, supervising and performing. So that is in DSR. So I can DSP or DSR. Direction, supervision and review. in compliance with the professional standards and legal regulatory requirements and taking responsibility for the appropriate engagement documentation. Right? So again, what you need to remember over here is the LEHEM. And so what you can write over there, SQC1, LEHEM. For your reference, what you can write next to SRS 44010, engagement level quality control, you can write down over there, SQC1, LEHEM. So you know who is the leader for compilation engagement? The engagement partner. Then ethical requirements, then acceptance continuance of the client. Then human resources, here is what you say, assignment of the engagement team. Because you're talking about a particular engagement. Then DSR, that is direction, supervision, and review, and also the engagement documentation. And then after that, we have the engagement letter, the acceptance, then the procedures, and the reporting. Right? So for the acceptance, what do they say? You need to go to Annexure 1. Right? So we'll come to Annexure 1, example of an engagement letter for a compilation engagement. Right? Everybody there? Yes, page number 1.192. Right, example of an engagement letter or a compilation engagement. Yes, to the management of ABC, you have requested that we provide the following services on the basis of information that you will provide. Obviously, who will give us the raw material? The management. We will assist you. Very important word in case of 4410. We will assist you. And we have come to